Look at these words. Can you believe you can read these words? I mean, just kind of take a 30,000 view look at it, just kind of glance at these words, and they look crazy, don't they? And you are going to be able to read these by the end of the class today. If you have a hard time blending them all the way to the end, if you blend just the first two sounds, then that is progress. And then eventually, if you can blend 3 sounds, that is progress. And then eventually, if you can blend 4 sounds, that is progress. All right, let's begin. So this E is going to say eh because of the tap 2 rule. There are 2 consonants after it. Same with this E, it will say eh because there are 2 consonants after it. EI is a vowel team that says E. The sounds are eh, s, eh, m, p, e, m. One sound at a time. S, esse, SM, SMP, SMP, SMPeem, SMPeem. Go ahead and try yours over here. I'll be quiet while you work. Make sure you get the L in the right spot. Okay. This E will say eh. This E will say eh because they each have 2 consonants after them. EI says E. The sounds are eh, p, eh, m, p, l, e, d. Blending one at a time. Ep, epe, epem, epemp, epemple, epemply, epempleed, epempleed, epempleed. All right, let's try number 2. This E will say eh because of the tap 2 rule. This E is going to say E because EY is a vowel team that says E. So the sounds are S. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to just try the syllable division strategy on a couple of these words here. So V stands for vowel, C stands for consonant. This just helps break up longer words into shorter ones. When you have a vowel, consonant, goes to the back. When you have vowel, consonant, vowel, you split the consonants between the middle. When you have 3 consonants between the vowels, 1 consonant goes to the front, the rest go to the back. So let's see what I have here. I have a vowel, consonant, vowel. That's 3 between. When there's 3 between, 1 goes to the front. And so I have a 2-syllable word. So now I'm just going to do each part. This allows me to just read 2 small words instead of 1 big one. So I have s, p, l, e, m. Stopping there. Splem, splem. Now I'm going to put splem on the shelf. I'm going to start with the P. E. Pre. Now I'm going to take splem back off the shelf and put these 2 parts together. Splempre. Splempre. If you'd like to try that on yours, that syllable division hack, go ahead. You don't have to. Don't forget that L. L's and R's are the hardest letters to read. Focus on those R's and L's and getting them in the right spot. So this E is going to say because there's two consonants after it. EY says E. I'm going to do the syllable division method, which makes me be able to separate this word into two tiny chunks. So I have a vowel, consonant, 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 vowel. 3 consonants between, 1 goes to the front. Now I'm going to do this first part. S, t, p. Strep, strep. Putting strep on the shelf, starting with the P. P, O, E, plea. Taking strep back down, strep, and adding it with the plea. Streply, streply. All right, I'm going to leave this up here, but let's try number 3 together. So this E is going to say because those 2 D's. And EE is a vowel team that says E. Let's do the consonant, this hack again. So we have 2 consonants between the vowels right here. I can see them right there. So I'm going to divide it right there. So this first syllable is ed, ed. And then we have d, e, p, deep. Putting them together, edeep, edeep. Go ahead and try yours. Okay, we're going to automatically know that this E says because there's a double consonant after it. Whenever you see a double consonant, it's a subconscious trigger that the vowel before it's going to make it short sound. EE says E. I have 2 consonants between the vowels right here. So I'm going to split those 2 consonants right here. Now I have 2 parts. F, F. And then F, E, D, feed. F, feed. Feed. All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, I'm going to try this one more time on this. No, on this number 4, I'm going to do the successive blending. Okay, so we have the because there's 2 consonants after it. EI says E. Y at the end of a longer word usually says E. So the sounds are S, T, M, P, E, F, E. This is a long one. Let's try it. St. If you got st, A+, you got an A+. The rest is just icing on the cake. If you can blend 2 sounds, that's wonderful. If that was hard for you before, good job. If you try 3, and if you can blend the 3 sounds and successfully when that was hard before, isn't that wonderful? Right? So give yourself a chance to look down at the mountain that you're climbing and see how far you've come rather than up and see how far you have to go. Let's look at our gain. So we have st, stir, stre, strem, stremp, stremper, strempre. That's a hard one with these R's. Strempreef, strempreefy, strempreefy. Ooh, why did I put that one in there? That is so hard with those R's. Yours over here is just a touch easier. Still not easy, but it's a little easier than that one. Go ahead, try it. Don't let an R come in after the T when you're reading it. It's going to be tempting for your tongue to do that. All right. Okay. So this E will say EI says E. Y at the end, excuse me for not putting that down initially, usually says E when it's at the end of a longer word. Longer word meaning there's more than one syllable. And you can tell if there's more than one syllable if there are more than one vowels that don't touch. So I can see these 3 vowels don't touch. So that means it's a 3-syllable word. And when the E sound comes at the end of a multi-syllable word, it's usually going to be spelled with a Y. And conversely, Y at the end of a longer word usually says E. So the sounds are S, P, L, E, N, T. Don't let an R in here. E, N, E. Sp, spl, sple, splen, splent, splenty, splentine, splentini, splentini. That was not easy either. Would you put a word in the chat? Let me know how you're doing so far. How are you feeling? Honest answers only. That will help me to teach better if I really know how you're doing. Nobody sees your chat but me. Is there another way to spell the long E sound? Where in the word? Do you mean at the end? Anywhere? Yeah, there's a lot of ways to spell the long E sound. I'll show you them. Okay, good, good. A little hard, a little tough. All right, so we have a mixture. Yeah, this was not E because this is not easy because this is not easy. The reason why this is challenging, it's because it's challenging. It's not you, it's the material. It's challenging for me too, and I love words. So the reason it's hard is because it's hard. It's not because you have a hard time learning it. Okay? So I had a question about how do you spell the long E sound? Well, there's lots of ways. You can use the EE, and as soon as I say these, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I knew that. EE comes in short words. E, consonant, silent E, comes at the end of longer words. IE can say E as in field. EI can say E as in receive. EA can say E as in eat. Y says E at the end of words, and EY says E at the end of words. You'll notice we didn't go over the IE and the EA in class. That was kind of strategic because those patterns are a lot less predictable. And I wanted to give you predictable patterns that you can rely on. But I'm still considering adding them in September. I have to do a little more research on those though, so that they are easy to learn. So let me just see if there's anything else in the chat that I missed. Okay, yeah, there's a real mix on if this was easy or hard. That sounds about right. Okay, are there any requests before I send you off to do this extra practice on your own that you'd like me to do with you? Put it in the chat if you'd like me to do one of these with you. All right, number 9. Let's do number 9. So we have an E here, an here, an here, and an E here. I'm going to give you a minute to try to read this word on your own. I'm going to give you a couple minutes because this one's a doozy. Let me divide it for you. Now you can read 4 small parts if that's easier. Or to just check yourself. Okay, this first part. T, tree. Next part. P, pen. Putting those 2 parts together. Tree pen. Tree pen. Next part. Treff. Treff. Putting those 3 parts together. Tree pen treff. Last part. Fee. Tree pen treffy. Tree pen treffy. All right, let's do it. That was a hard one. Let's do a medium one. 4. Try 4. Okay, I got a request to hold on a minute, so let me give you a second to finish this one. We're doing number 4. So this CH is going to say ch. This E will say because of those 2 F's, and this E will say because there's not another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. It's also going to be divided right here. So we have ch, f. Chef, looks like chef, if you know what chef looks like, but this isn't a French word, this is an American word, so this CH is going to say ch like you would expect. Chef, and then fed. Chefed. Chefed. Last one. Try this one without your pencil. What is that word? Yeah, make sure your mouth is stretched right here. So it's not your jaw isn't dropped, it's E with your mouth stretched wide. This is the hard part. This is why I wanted to give you this word. Make sure that R is in the right spot. Breep. Breep. Did you get breep? Would you let me know if you got breep? Because if you did, you need to go get some cake. That's the rule for my class today. If you got breep, you have to have cake as a reward. Okay. All right. Any questions or concerns? All right. Next month when we come, I believe it's I. I'm about to work on those right now when I let you go. You're going to love I. I is so much easier than E. I'm excited for you to just kind of get a little bit of a breath and a breather from these really hard lessons. And remember what I said, it's the lessons that are hard. It's the words that are challenging. It's not you having a hard time. Okay? It's hard work. This is an advanced class. All right. Bye, everybody.